used to sketch anything. I was always sketching or painting or drawing from a very young age. When I started woodworking in secondary school, something kind of clicked. I thought, you know, this could be the way to go, that you could be creating things and yet making a living. So that's how it started. My style is simple, trying to do the simplest piece of furniture, but do them as well as possible. I use traditional cabinet making scales, mortise and tenons as opposed to screws and nails. So they're all made in a traditional fashion, but with a contemporary slant. A lot of furniture companies don't have the ability to sharpen a chisel or plane a piece of wood by hand or saw a straight line even. And that's their business, but I prefer to do it the old-fashioned way, and it works. The creative process for me, when I'm talking to a client, I'm trying to see what they like, what they don't like, and instinctively I'm thinking proportions. Today's modern furniture, they're all very chunky. A chair, for example, the legs have to be really, really thick when you go into a shop, whereas when you're making one, I try to make it as slender as possible. I'm constantly trying to streamline and make it look delicate and make it look elegant. People back in the 80s would have got a drawing of a bungalow from a book, and they would have considered that's the way to go, and off they went. Whereas now they wouldn't dream of doing that, and the same applies to furniture. That you know, you have an empty room. You shouldn't have to settle for what's available in IKEA or shop in town. I try to do something different, something individual, something handmade to a high standard that will last for many, many years. People ring up 20 years later, say, I'm moving house, could you make me something else? So the fact that they're still talking to me 20 years later is I'm doing something right, you know?